A time of peace, a time when hearts are then set free, a time to heal the wounds of division. It's a time of grace, a time of hope, a time of sharing the gifts we have, a time to build the world that is one. It's the time to give thanks to the Father, Son, and Spirit, and with Mary, our mother, we sing this song. Open your hearts to the Lord and begin to see the mystery that we are all together as one family. No more walls, no more chains, no more selfishness and closed doors, for we are in the fullness of God's time. It's the time of the great Jubilee. It's a time of prayer, a time of praise, a time to lift our hands to God, a time to recall all our graces. It's a time to touch, a time to reach those hearts that often wander, a time to bring them back to God's embrace. It's the time to give thanks to the Father, Son, and Spirit, and with Mary, our mother, we sing this song. Open your hearts to the Lord and begin to see the mystery that we are all together as one family. No more walls, no more chains, no more selfishness and closed doors, for we are in the fullness of God's time. It's the time of the great Jubilee. Open your hearts to the Lord and begin to see the mystery that we are all together as one family. No more walls, no more chains, no more selfishness and closed doors, for we are in the fullness of God's time. It's the time of the great Jubilee. It's the time of the great Jubilee.
ഒരു ചിങ്ങമാസത്തിൻ്റെ സന്ധ്യാസമയത്തിൽ കൊച്ചേലി അതാ വീണ്ടുമൊരു ആരോരോ പാടി കൊച്ചു തൊമ്മാച്ചനെ ഉറക്കി. അവൻ മഴവില്ലിൻ്റെ മന്ദഹാസം ചൊരിഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ കരിങ്കുന്നം പള്ളിയിലെ കപ്പ്യാര് മണിയടിച്ചു, പള്ളിപ്രാവുകൾ നൃത്തമാടി. തൊടുപുഴയിലും കരിങ്കുന്നത്തിലും ഭാരതമൊട്ടാകെ സ്വതന്ത്രം കിട്ടിയ ആഘോഷം ഇനിയും തീർന്നിട്ടില്ല. അതാ നോവേന ദിവസം ആയിരം മെഴുകുതിരിയുടെ പ്രകാശം പോലെ തൊമ്മാച്ചൻ്റെ പുഞ്ചിരി കണ്ട് ആൽമരത്തിലെ കുയിലുകൾ ആരോഹണത്തിൽ പാട്ടുപാടി. വെളിമട്ടത്തിൽ അന്ന് മാലാഖമാർ നക്ഷത്രങ്ങളെ കൊണ്ട് നെയ്ത ലോഹ പിന്നീട് ബ്രദർ തോമസിൻ്റെ വസ്ത്രമായതിൽ പുണ്യപിതാവിൻ്റെ അനുഗ്രഹം നിശ്ചയം. ലൂക്കാസിൻ്റെ 8 കുട്ടികളിൽ ഇവൻ വേറൊരു അധ്യായമായി മാറി. മൂത്ത പെങ്ങൾ മറിയ പെങ്ങൾ തോമസിൻ്റെ ചോറ് വിളമ്പിയതിൻ്റെ കൂടെ നന്മകളുടെ കഥകളും സത്യത്തിൻ്റെയും കുടുംബ പ്രാർത്ഥനയും കൊണ്ട് മാതൃക കാട്ടി ഒരു മാതൃകാ മനുഷ്യനാക്കി. തൻ്റെ അറിവും സാമർഥ്യവും ചുമതലാബോധവും എല്ലാവർക്കും പോയ 60 കൊല്ലമായി പകർന്നു കൊടുത്തു. ഇതായിരുന്നു ദൈവനിശ്ചയം. ബ്രദർ തോമസിന്റെ ഭക്തിയും സ്നേഹത്തിന്റെ മുമ്പിൽ നാമെല്ലാം വെറും വിദ്യാർത്ഥികൾ. തനിക്ക് അറിയാവുന്ന അറിവുകളെല്ലാം ദാനം ചെയ്തു വന്ന ഒരു മഹാപുരുഷൻ. ഭക്തിയുടെയും ശ്രദ്ധയുടെയും സ്നേഹത്തിൻ്റെയും സത്യത്തിൻ്റെയും കാര്യബോധമുള്ള തൊമ്മാച്ചൻ ജീവിത വഴികളിലെ ഇതാ ചില കുറിപ്പുകളും അനുഭവങ്ങളും. സമുദ്രത്തിൻ്റെ അലകൾ കരയെ താലോടിക്കുന്നത് പോലെ നിങ്ങളുടെ മുമ്പിൽ കണ്ടു കളിക്കാൻ മാത്രമല്ല, ശ്രുതി പാടുവാനുമല്ല, വിമർശിക്കാനുമല്ല. ഈ മഹാപ്രപഞ്ചത്തിൽ അദ്ദേഹം ഒരു വിനോദസഞ്ചാരി മാത്രം. നമ്മുടെ എല്ലാം ഹൃദയത്തിലും സ്ഥലം പിടിച്ച സ്നേഹമുള്ള ഒരു ബ്രദർ. ജീവിതത്തിൻ്റെയും വിദ്യയുടെയും സാമർഥ്യത്തിൻ്റെയും അനുഭവത്തിൻ്റെയും അനുഗ്രഹത്തിൻ്റെ ഒരു അപൂർവ സംഗമം. നാമെല്ലാം നമ്മുടെ പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട ബ്രദർ തോമസിന് ഈ ജന്മദിവസ വർഷത്തിൽ ആശംസകളുടെയും അനുഗ്രഹത്തിൻ്റെയും മഴ പൊഴിയാം.
Loving memories of Reverend Brother V.L. Thomas. Those who instruct others into justice shall shine like stars in heaven, says the Bible. Give to the world the best you have, and the best will come back to you. Yes, it is very much true in the life of Brother V.L. Thomas, who has been in the service of God and his children for more than 35 years, giving the best to his students through teaching mission. Brother V.L. Thomas, fondly called Thomachan by his dear ones, is born on 20th August 1947, breathing the air of freedom of motherland, as the 6th child to Mr. Lucas and Mrs. Kocheli at Karingundam, a beautiful village in the present Idukki district of Central Kerala. His elder brothers are Mr. Joseph and Mr. Mathai. His eldest sister was Maria Pengal, who died at the age of 24, had a soft corner for Thomachan. It was she who had cultivated the desire for prayer and missionary life in the heart of young Thomachan and prepared him for First Communion and Confirmation. He received his First Communion and Confirmation at the age of 8 from the then Ernakulam Archbishop and late Cardinal Most Reverend Joseph Parekattil. His another elder sister is Mrs. Annamma Kungipengal, and his younger sister is Mrs. Eliamma, affectionately called Kutiyamma.
Syriac or baby is the younger brother of Thomachan and Benjamin of their family.
Mrs. Naito, whom Thomachan lovingly called Peramma, had him baptized and looked after him with love and concern when his mother was ill. Born in an agricultural family, education was a difficult proposal for young children in those days. However, young Thomachan showed greater enthusiasm and completed his primary education at Little Flower Primary School, Nediyakadu. Then, he continued his studies up to 4th form in his parish school, St. Augustine High School, Karingundam. It was in the summer of 1963, late Brother Stanislaus Joseph from Kunnur visited the parish and recruited him to join the juniorate of the Brothers of St. Gabriel at Kunnur. He left his near and dear ones on 7th May 1963 along with his companions K.T. Chako, M.M. George, N.F. Joseph, and Velemattathil from his village. After passing SSLC in 1966, he received his religious habit on 8th December 1966 at Erkard. Young V.L. Thomas pronounced his first vows as a brother of Saint Gabriel in 1968 at Ichangad Novitiate, Erkard. After his teacher training in Dindivanam, he started his dedicated teaching career at St. Peter's High School, Royapuram, Madras in 1971. From the beginning, Brother Thomas showed interest not only in teaching but also in sports, music, and cultural activities. This is evident in his starting Sea Scouts at Santhom High School, Mylapore, Chennai. His long career of teaching took him to schools like Boys Town, Manapparai, RSK School, Trichy, Nirmala Higher Secondary School, Kolattur, and St. Anthony's Higher Secondary School, Kunnur. Some of his notable conferers are Brother Pakiraj, Brother M.P. Joseph, Brother Oliver, Brother Raphael, Brother Michael, Brother Tommy, Brother Syriac, Brother Dhanraj, and others. In 1988, he went in pursuit of spirituality and meaning in life. This journey of search took him to Samiksha at Kaladi, Sadhana Institute, Pune, and Ashirvad, Bangalore. In 1991, Brother Thomas was appointed as the headmaster of St. Stanislaus High School, Sattur, Virudhunagar district. In 1992 summer, he was selected to go to the Montfortian pilgrimage to Lourdes, France, St. Louis Montfort's birthplace San Laura, Holy Land, Rome, and Vatican, and audience with the Pope John Paul II. for higher studies to begin a second career took him to East Asian Pastoral Institute, Philippines, Asian Social Institute, Manila, Philippines, and to the University of Philippines in October 1998.
വാഴ്ത്തപ്പെടട്ടെ നന്മ നിറഞ്ഞ സ്നേഹവാത്സല്യങ്ങൾ ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് അനുഗ്രഹമാകട്ടെ. കാറ്റു വീതച്ചു കൊടുങ്കാറ്റു കൊയ്യുന്നു മേച്ചിൽ പുറങ്ങളിലൂടെ. കാറ്റു വീതച്ചു
Studies in the University of Philippines, he had the privilege of visiting the United States in November and December 2002. He had the happiness of meeting his younger brother and friends and seeing the places he had taught as a teacher. He also visited Houston, Chicago, New York, and Florida. To him, it was the most educative experience as a teacher.
നിന്നാമം വാഴ്ത്തപ്പെടട്ടെ നന്മ നിറഞ്ഞ സ്നേഹവാത്സല്യങ്ങൾ ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് അനുഗ്രഹമാകട്ടെ.
His research topic on adolescent sexuality and gender relations in Tamil Nadu, implications for guidance and counseling, was conducted at RSK Higher Secondary School and Campion Higher Secondary School, Trichy. It involved the active participation of students, teachers, professionals, and parents. He defended this dissertation successfully on 8 October 2004. Then he graduated with a PhD degree in education with guidance and counseling as major in November 2004 and returned to India. His last teaching assignment was at St. Mary's Higher Secondary School, A.N. Mangalam, Salem district, and retired from school teaching on 31st March 2007. He plans to pursue a career in counseling and consultancy. His passion continues to be not only for teaching, but being associated with his former students who call him affectionately Brother VLT. This is evident with his contacts with some of his former students even after 30 years, as you see in the photograph, such as Mr. Suresh Menon, Mr. Rajendran, Mr. Shyam Sundar, Mr. Shankar, and Dr. Raja, and others. His selfless service and interest in the growth and all-round development of his students is indeed remarkable. His contribution to the field of education is commendable. And Brother Thomas, with his doctorate in guidance and counseling, will make a change in the life of so many people. His approach in counseling has always been holistic. It looks his long life mission is blessed by God, and he is grateful to God and people for all the blessings. He acknowledges humbly that he owes everything that he is today and he has achieved to his beloved mother, late Mrs. Kocheli, his father, late Mr. Lucas Velemattathil. May God continue to bless Brother Thomas in every way and every day. May his religious life be a shining example to the young. May his Montfortian spirit enkindle the hearts of everyone to walk in the right path. May this presentation of Brother Thomas' lifeline serve as an inspiration to the upcoming generation of students and young ones in the family. May Mary, our mother, guide him and protect him.
தீவிரவாதத்தில் அப்பாவி உயிர்கள் எல்லாம் பரிதாபமாக பறிக்கப்படும் அவலம். தீவிரவாதத்தில் அப்பாவி உயிர்கள் எல்லாம் பரிதாபமாக பறிக்கப்படும் அவலம். எங்கு பார்த்தாலும் குண்டு வெடிப்பு, எங்கு நின்றாலும் கலவரங்கள், மனிதனின் மாண்பை அவமதிக்கின்ற மதங்களின் இனங்களின் கலவரங்கள்.
Montfortian Psychological Counseling and Education Consultancy Center is located in Montfort Technical Institute campus on North Parade Road, St. Thomas Mount. The philosophy of this center is to provide basic career help, especially for young adults and young students, as well as emotional support through counseling. Life is not a problem to be solved, but a gift to be enjoyed. In this counseling center, we intend to provide emotional support and psychological support through counseling, and help the client to help themselves.
We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, we do believe we shall overcome someday. We shall live in peace, we shall live in peace, we shall live in peace someday. We do believe we shall live in peace someday. We'll walk hand in hand, we'll walk hand in hand, we'll walk hand in hand someday. Oh, deep in my heart, we do believe we'll walk hand in hand someday. We shall overcome, we shall overcome, we shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, we do believe we shall overcome someday. We shall
I invite Reverend Brother Rene Delorme, our chief guest, to cut the ribbon and inaugurate the center.
Brothers and sisters, now we shall invoke the blessing of the Almighty God on this institute, a pioneering venture into the field of mental health and counseling in this area by Brother Thomas. We shall pray together that the Spirit of the Lord will be with us and with this institute, and especially to guide and lead Brother Thomas into this pioneering venture into the mental health and psychology. Let us pray together. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Good evening to every one of you present here. I really wonder how to welcome you in this scrambled room. Most of you may not have experienced such a small room for an inauguration of a center. I hope you will bear with me for the inconveniences that is caused, especially the teachers and students from the neighboring schools who are seated outside. To begin my welcome address, dear President and Chief Guest of today's function, Reverend Brother Rene Delorme, Superior General of the Montfort Brothers of St. Gabriel, with headquarters in Rome. Dear Reverend Brother George Padigara, Provincial Superior of Arcot Province, the distinguished keynote speaker of the day, Mrs. Sarada Shapter, dear resource consultants, Dr. John Sebastian, Dr. Peter Fernandez, Dr. Sister Rexilin, Mr. C.T. Prabhakar, Advocate, Madras High Court, Mr. Suresh Menon, Director of Sushma Multimedia, and Mr. Kailasam, filmmaker, and so many other resource consultants who are unofficially going to help us. Dear Reverend Sisters, Fathers, Brothers, Director of Montfort Technical Institute Community and Montfort Matriculation Community, Reverend Brother Oliver, Montfort Matriculation Principal Brother George, MCDS Director Brother Patrick, and staff and students of Montfort Technical Institute and Montfort Matriculation School, and teachers and students from all the neighboring institutions who are present, and my dear well-wishers. I extend a hearty welcome to you on behalf of all the Montfort Brothers of St. Gabriel here in St. Thomas Mount. We have the privilege of having Reverend Brother Rene, our leader, guide and enable educationist of the Montfort Brothers of St. Gabriel in our midst for this august occasion. Brother Rene Delorme is best heard than described, as we are going to hear from him soon. He will explain to you what is Montfortian Counseling and Educational Consultancy. With warm hearts, we welcome you, dear brother. I have great pleasure in introducing and welcoming Madam Sarada Shapter, the Director of Seva Trust, the keynote speaker of the day. With her vast experience as a writer, especially championing the cause of empowering women, she is the apt person to speak to us on this occasion on the needs of the people, especially young people and women of today. We welcome you, Madam. Next, I have the joy to welcome Reverend Brother George Padigara, our Provincial Superior of the Yerkad Province. He is a man of experience in technical as well as psychological fields. He has taken his master's degree in psychological counseling from Samburna Montfort College, Bangalore. His presence is a motivating force for the occasion, as he played a major role in my initiating this center here in Chennai when I was hesitant to start this center. A warm welcome to you, dear brother, for your encouraging presence. I welcome Reverend Father Kolandasamy, who was supposed to be the blessing anyway. He is here, there present, the rector of SVD Seminary and the vice provincial of the SVDs in the south. Father Kolandasamy, who invoked and Father Benny, who invoked the blessings for us today. Finally, distinguished well-wishers present. I may not be able to name most of them. Your presence encourages this center's efforts in liberating and empowering our youth and young adults and families. In conclusion, I would like to state that in essence, MBCECC, Montfort Psychological Counseling and Education Consultancy Center, envisages bringing about positive changes in our educational system and process by empowering boys and girls, men and women, through a balanced spiritual vision of the world in the face of materialism. Concern for and sensitivity to others in the face of exploitation. Simplicity of life in the face of consumerism. And project nature as something beyond economic valuation. All these and more can be achieved through the involvement of people from different walks of life. I put it, this center intends to function on a collaborative mode because Montfort, our founder, took the support and collaboration of all his associates. His methods were very simple. So I don't claim to be knowing everything. Maybe I know some things, but I would like most of you to be collaborators with me in initiating or establishing this center for the welfare and wellness of the people of this place. Once again, I welcome you all with open hands and mind, knowing fully well the enormous task ahead and the limitations of human effort. Thank you, and once again, and extend to you all a warm welcome. Thank you very much.
Brother Thomas, distinguished friends here, and very warm welcome to all of you inside and outside this building. Some of you whom I may know, some I do not, but my blessings to all of you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts with you. I start by saying that we are all one. What a statement to make. We have different nationalities, different languages, different religions, but we are one. Atoms. These conglomerate into molecules. Everything in this universe, everything living and everything non-living, composed of the same elemental particles, is part of the infinite whole. So I dare to say we are all one. Neither nationality nor religion, neither language nor traditions, our cooperation and prayers that our spiritual journey as well as his be enhanced by this endeavor of his. I wish all of you good health and peace. Thank you.
Reverend Brother Rene Delhomme, our Superior General, Mrs. Sarada Schaffer, Director of Seva Trust, Reverend Brother Oliver, Director of Montfort Technical Institute and Montfort Matriculation School, Reverend Father Kulundesami, Reverend Brother V.L. Thomas, Reverend Brothers, Fathers, Sisters, and all of you distinguished guests. A very, very good afternoon to you all. First of all, I like to congratulate Brother Thomas for his pioneering venture in starting this counseling center. I know Brother has been working at it for many, many days, I would say even all months. And finally today, his dream has come true as we are all here to witness the inauguration of this center. You will all agree with me that to venture into anything new is always difficult and it takes a lot of courage. And Brother Thomas has ventured into this very important task of starting this center to provide counseling service. So I congratulate Brother and wish him all success in his efforts in providing counseling service to the people in this area. And therefore, I'm sure Brother Thomas, with the help and cooperation of many others, all of us present here and many others, will be able to do a great amount of good to the people of this area. So once again, I wish Brother Thomas every success and pray God to bless him abundantly and bless all those who are going to associate with him in this noble venture.
Reverend Brother George Padikara, the Provincial Superior of YERCOD, Mrs. Shafter, Reverend Father, Brother Oliver, the Director, Brother Thomas, who is starting this new project, Reverend Brother V.M. George, the Director of Matriculation School, all of you, dear brothers of the province of YERCOD and of the province of Trichy, who have come this afternoon to celebrate the event and to show your support to our brother Thomas. Dear friends, well-wishers, all of you present here this afternoon. As it was just mentioned a few minutes ago by Brother George, we live in a very complex world. We are all very conscious of that. And we know it's not always easy even to understand what's going on within ourselves. It's not always easy to understand how to relate to other people, even the closest ones that live with us day by day. It's not easy to channel our emotions, our feelings, our energies. And sometimes it's not even easy for us to find the real meaning of our life. And we have a hard time. So once in a while, some people, they know they have to turn to someone else to try to understand all of this better and to go on with life with more joy, more happiness, more fulfillment. So I think this is what this psychological counseling center wants to do. This is the kind of service it wants to offer to youth, to young people, to students, and even to adults, to families. Offer a place where they are listened to. And as Brother George wisely mentioned, in fact, it is for those people who will come to this center to find their way, to find the meaning, to find how to go about it within their own self and relating to others. But this center wants to offer a place where there will be listening ears. And we know how much this is important in today's world. We are so busy very often, we never have time to listen to the others. And if we did a little more, so many misunderstandings would just fall to the ground. So this is what this center wants to do. Offer a listening ear and maybe once in a while just a suggestion to maybe go in that way or in another way, and that's the way people grow. So in fact, in starting such a project, I think the purpose of Brother Thomas and those who will work along with him, because as he said, this is a work of collaboration, well, the purpose is really to help people grow. We also know how difficult it may be for young people, for students, to know what they will do with their own lives, what profession they will get into, what field of activity they would like to get into. There are so many possibilities that sometimes it becomes very difficult to choose. And I was told by Brother Thomas that this center also wants to provide educational consultation, where someone, a young man, a young woman, can come and see what are the various possibilities and try to see what is in him or in her and how he would like to get involved in such kind of a commitment or another kind. So it will give also a kind of career service so that young people are well oriented and trying to look within themselves what are their talents, what is their potential, and how to develop it and how to exercise it afterwards, not only for themselves, but for the common good of society in which they are living. Now, this counseling and consulting center is called Montfortian Center. And I think all of you here present, you know very much that the Montfort brothers are involved in many different types of activities, in academic schools, technical schools, schools for the blind, for the deaf. They are also involved in social action projects, development projects, working with the handicapped, all kinds of handicap, working with the youth, working with aged people who need some help also. And through all this, the purpose is really to help those people to stand up and to live a life in dignity, to live a life where they first of all are proud of themselves and where they contribute to the society that is around them. So this Montfortian project is very much in line with all type of other kinds of projects that are going on. And this all started with one man Montfort, St. Louis de Montfort. Well, we see him there. St. Louis de Montfort, who was very concerned about people, very concerned about human dignity, and very concerned especially about all those who have a hard time in life, all those who live in poverty, those who have a difficulty to find a place in life. Was very concerned about that. This is the heritage he transmitted to his disciples, and this is what the Montfort Brothers of St. Gabriel and all those who are inspired by that great man, what they are trying to do. And I want to congratulate Brother Thomas for initiating that project. One thing that struck me when I came in, it's written, and it's a sentence of Montfort, if you don't take risks for God, and we could say for human being, if you don't take risks, you will not do great things for Him or for other people. I think today, and as he started that project, he's taking risks. He's taking risks. But we know he's not alone also. And we thank him for doing so. We congratulate him, and I congratulate all his collaborators, all those who are there standing with him, encouraging him, giving him support, and at times giving him advice, so that this center develops to be a very good place where there will be good service for the people who will come. I can say that on behalf of all the Montfort Brothers of St. Gabriel, I'm always very happy when I see some new project like this taking shape. When I see the brothers really putting their energies to start something new. We never know. Sometimes it starts with a very little seed, and then it becomes a great project helping to so many. So thanks a lot to all of you. I want to thank very especially Mrs. Shafter for the very inspiring words that she had. And I think when you look around, you look at the posters and the slideshow we had, it all shows what kind of values want to be transmitted by this center. So thanks to all of you for being here today, and thanks for your encouragement.
Very Reverend Brother Rein Dolam, Superior General, Montfort Brothers St. Gabriel, Madam Sharada Shafter, Brother Reverend Father Kolanasamy, Reverend George Padikara, and my dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, extremely happy today because months ago, George was, he hooked me into this. And I found that man was so much of energy, but it's all alone. He was having big plans, big projects, big ideas, but all alone. So I said, it's not going to happen. But as our Superior General said, it all starts with the beginning. It all starts in a small, then it starts growing with the blessings. And today we have been blessed with a number of prayers and blessings, and I'm sure this will have its own weight. It will carry you a long way. And along with that, there are a number of people behind you, in front of you, all going to support you. Behind you got Sebastian, in front you got Peter Fernandez, and so many people. So don't worry. You don't feel discouraged. You're going to have a very big organization. Let me tell you, as our general was telling, we are having a problems in this world today because of so many things that have been coming up, because the scientific expansions are producing more problems. I am a professional psychiatrist. I do a lot of counseling in my work for the last 40 years, That's been my job. I'm grateful to all of you and to the members here who have come here in spite of being a working day. And I thank you very much for all attending this function. And Thomas was very nervous. He said, how will I manage? I said, no, it will come. It happened. And he has taken a lot of pains. I see today wonderful things. He's entertaining with slideshows, this, that. Congratulations to you, Brother Thomas. And let's all give him a good clap.
It's a time of joy, a time of peace, a time when hearts are then set free, a time to heal the wounds of division. It's a time of grace, a time of hope, a time of sharing the gifts we have, a time to build the world that is one. It's the time to give thanks to the Father, Son, and Spirit, and with Mary, our Mother, we sing this song. Open your hearts to the Lord and begin to see the mystery that we are all together as one family.
ജൂബിലി വർഷത്തിൽ ഒരുമയോടെ പാടാം. വരുവിൻ വരുവിൻ സോദരരേ, സോദരരേ, ഈ ജൂബിലി വർഷത്തിൽ ഒരുമയോടെ പാടാം. നിറയണമേ നിറയണമേ, ജ്വലിക്കണമേ ജ്വലിക്കണമേ, ആത്മാവിൽ തീരാളമായി കത്തിപ്പടരണമേ. നിറയണമേ നിറയണമേ, ജ്വലിക്കണമേ ജ്വലിക്കണമേ, ആത്മാവിൽ തീരാളമായി കത്തിപ്പടരണമേ.
വിളിച്ചെന്നെ പേര് ചൊല്ലി നാഥൻ, വിളഞ്ഞ ഫലം ചൂടാനൊരു കാലം, കൊയ്യാനൊരു കാലം.
വിളിച്ചെന്നെ പേര് ചൊല്ലി നാഥൻ, വിളഞ്ഞ ഫലം ചൂടാനൊരു കാലം, കൊയ്യാനൊരു കാലം.
സുവിശേഷദീപ്തിയാം ജ്വാല പകർന്നേകാം,
ജ്വാല പകർന്നേകാം.
ചേർന്നു നീങ്ങാം ഈ കർമ്മഭൂവിലെന്നും. സുവിശേഷദീപ്തിയാം ജ്വാല പകർന്നേകാം,
ജ്വാല പകർന്നേകാം.
ചേർന്നു നീങ്ങാം ഈ കർമ്മഭൂവിലെന്നും. നിറയണമേ നിറയണമേ, ജ്വലിക്കണമേ ജ്വലിക്കണമേ, ആത്മാവിൽ തീരാളമായി കത്തിപ്പടരണമേ. നിറയണമേ നിറയണമേ, ജ്വലിക്കണമേ ജ്വലിക്കണമേ, ആത്മാവിൽ തീരാളമായി കത്തിപ്പടരണമേ.
പുത്രന്റെ നാമത്തിൽ ചോദിപ്പതെന്തും നൽകുമെന്ന് താതന്റെ വാഗ്ദാനം, തിരുവാഗ്ദാനം.
പുത്രന്റെ നാമത്തിൽ ചോദിപ്പതെന്തും നൽകുമെന്ന താതന്റെ വാഗ്ദാനം, തിരുവാഗ്ദാനം.
ദൈവമേ നിൻ സ്നേഹത്തിൽ നിലനിൽക്കുവാൻ ഞങ്ങൾക്കേവർക്കും വരമേകിടേണമെന്നുമെന്നും. ദൈവമേ നിൻ സ്നേഹത്തിൽ നിലനിൽക്കുവാൻ ഞങ്ങൾക്കേവർക്കും വരമേകിടേണമെന്നുമെന്നും. നിറയണമേ നിറയണമേ, ജ്വലിക്കണമേ ജ്വലിക്കണമേ, ആത്മാവിൽ തീരാളമായി കത്തിപ്പടരണമേ. നിറയണമേ നിറയണമേ, ജ്വലിക്കണമേ ജ്വലിക്കണമേ, ആത്മാവിൽ തീരാളമായി കത്തിപ്പടരണമേ.
മണ്ണിലും വിണ്ണിലും ഉയരട്ടെ നാദം, മംഗളമഞ്ജുള വാദ്യഘോഷം, വിണ്ണിൻ വാദ്യഘോഷം.
മണ്ണിലും വിണ്ണിലും ഉയരട്ടെ നാദം, മംഗളമഞ്ജുള വാദ്യഘോഷം, വിണ്ണിൻ വാദ്യഘോഷം.
എന്നും നമ്മിതൻ ഗീത
പകർന്നിടം സഹജക്കായെന്നുമെന്നും. നിറയണമേ, നിറയണമേ, ജ്വലിക്കണമേ, ജ്വലിക്കണമേ, ആത്മാവിൻ തീനാളമായി.
St. Louis Montfort, leading him in his mission. We wish him all the best. Thank you.